Gotta be that one. And I tried to get down to it, but I couldn't get to it. I'll try one more thing before I give up on it. Uh-oh.
What was that?
You just gotta keep on and on. Hey guys, welcome to the back to the channel. Look here what we're gonna try to start today. This is a classic, the Transtar II. Hadn't seen one in years. Supposed to be like an 80-something model. And it's been sitting here since the late 90s. Right here, hadn't been started. Don't know what kind of issues we're gonna have today, but it's gonna be something. I'm sure it's a Cummins engine in it. It is. But this thing is a classic. I love these old cab overs myself. I used to didn't, but the older I got, I do. There's these, there's a Mississippi in 86. There's Alabama 87. Ain't no telling what all those. New Jersey. This thing right here has been all over the place. Well, there it is. Still got the CB in it. That's probably an AM radio. I'm gonna let Jacob hold the camera while I maneuver to get in this thing. Let's see. I think I manufactured me a little step. Well, there was a 1991 calendar. I don't know what month it is, but it would be awesome if it was the month of April. Let's see if we can, oh yeah, look at this. You're seeing it, there's June, there's May, that is the month of April. That is, I'm telling you people, this wasn't staged. This is for real. I got an AM radio. That's not cassette, and that's not 8-track, but it's something. It's got a little bit of odor to it, but that's what's sitting for years. 4-way lug wrench. You don't see them anymore. This is interesting. There's a Kentucky sticker. It's got 2,621 hours and 770,120 miles. 80 mile an hour was the speed limit, was the top speed on this thing, or what the speedometer gave, which is probably right. Probably got a 250 Cummins in it. All right, well let's yeah, there's the Cummins. I can't see it, but let's look around some more. Jacob, I don't know if you. Oh, there it is. I can see that. 5/16 of 80. 1980 model. 20 years old. And this was just a little bulletin that he had in here. 1986, they was having their 96th annual Geneva District Missionary Baptist Association. That right there was like 37 years ago. That's interesting. That is interesting. And the other thing I seen in here was this This is probably where he was hauling. Kept his information in here because it said this right here was going to like Winn-Dixie, store number 8132, and his delivery at 10 a.m. Hold unit at 40 degrees. So he was pulling a refrigerated van. Anybody ever heard of Norman's Brokerage out of Haines City, Florida? So much information in these trucks. All righty. Move this over some. Well, let's check the fuel. Yeah, probably bone dry. Sitting here. I feel some crud in the bottom. Look at that. Thing still got fuel in it. Wow. All right, well, there's where you check the oil in it back here in the back. It's got a Rayco suspension on it, 4-leaf Rayco suspension. I'm sure those gears are what, 411s? Who knows? They're probably 411s, 390s. It's been so long ago since I fooled with this, but boy, those are some deep lugs. I'm telling you, they hold in there pretty good. But you know what they say about a cab over truck? If you wreck, you're gonna be the first one there. There's some information right there. See what he got in the dog box. There's some more stuff. It's gonna be a challenge getting this one started. The tag's missing. I'm gonna see just when it was the last. Jacob's in there trying to get that passenger door open, but it's no big deal. I was just gonna show what it looked like on that side. But don't look like anything's been robbed off of it or anything like that. Oh, look at them briars right there now. I'm talking about, they take your hide off. They ain't gonna be playing. They ain't no joke right there. I doubt let's see. I know you pull this lever over here to unlock it. The jack usually, well, it was right here. It's missing. Let's see if we can check this oil without leaving them some blood. Look at that right there. That thing's making oil after all these years. All right, well, let's go over here to the battery box. Yeah, well, yeah, it's been what happens there. You know, it's a turnout, but still it's going to have condensation over these years, and that's where it sits. And there'll be all kind of stuff come out of that, I'm sure, if we can get it to fire. It was running when he parked it. They always are, but he drove it here and paid it off and hadn't fooled with it since the late 90s. Well, all that's still there. I was pointing out earlier, that's what you pull to free the locks that holds the cab from coming over. But we can't jack it over, which would be nice if we could, because we could get right to that fuel pump. And we'll just see what it does. Let's get some batteries. Tell me when. JP, what year is that Ford truck?
I can't remember. It's been so long since I looked at it, but it got the 3 on the tree. I want to get a hold of it.
Huh?
I want to get a hold of it.
Yeah, that's a classic. Let's see. I'm gonna show y'all this right here. It's not for sale, but I just want to show you this pickup, this Ford pickup. 3 on the tree. Probably like that International, probably back right up here and park. Can you tell what year it is? I'm sure your truck enthusiast can. I can't.
70s?
Jacob's guessing 70s.
I think 60s.
Well, it's F100. I think they come out with F150s, so I'm gonna let's go 60s, 60ish, late 60s. Fleet side truck. Anyway, let's get back to what we're here to do. Okay, I'll get it in there before we go.
How many we need?
3. We'll carry 3. First of all, let's go get the batteries out over there. Make room for the. Huh? Yeah, still had it. That's always a positive sign. Fuel and a key. You can't go wrong. There's a chance. I noticed the jack was missing on the cab jack, but that's no big deal. But a lot of people ain't never seen how you get a cab over. Oh, let me go see if I can remove some of this for what we got here. And the cab over was popular in this day because of the length. I know you truckers know this, but for somebody who don't know this, it was because of the length. They wouldn't allow but so much. Bridge laws and everything else, or the length. Of course, there, you know, you had this truck right here probably pulling a 40-foot trailer. Now you got a daggum. It looks like some of the trucks are 40 foot now, but the trailers are 53s. But that's what these was. They was drivers. Was a different driver back then. It was just a different time in the trucking business when these was on the road right here. You could probably drive all you wanted to, the hours all you wanted to back then. Those are 9/16. These are gonna just strip off, I imagine. Come off if they can. Well. All right. Yeah, I think we can get that without that one, Jacob. We can get them to come out this way. I know I got to go get a 9/16 wrench. Hey, I know y'all probably noticed. Well, you might not have noticed. Let me take that back. I have on a new hat today, a Covenant heavy duty hat. It's amazing what a fella agreed to do for a hat. I told him I'd plug Covenant heavy duty. So if y'all around the South Central Alabama or either Northwest Florida, they've got, I think they got 8 stores. Y'all look them up because they usually got anything we need as far as trucks and hydraulic hoses for loggers, and they stock a lot. So y'all stop by and see them. Give them some business. Tell them Wiley sent you. Maybe they'll pay me one day to plug them instead of offer me a free hat. Can't never find what I need. There's some more jumpers. We're going to get organized one day, people. I promise. We're going to have everything situated besides just in a bag thrown together. Because every time I do this, when I get home, I tell myself, I'm going to straighten up that. Well, that didn't happen. The wrench I was hunting was one of the first I pulled out. There's a 9/16. But anyway, I cleaned out the bag and Let's go get these batteries out now. Well, that's high cycle right there. Well, there's two down. Let's see. That's the positive. All right, this is going to be the ground. That should be the, I'll make sure, but I believe that's the, no, that's the negative. That is the ground. Well, this would have been easier if we could have able to got the cab over, for sure. But that's all right. We'll make it work. All right, let's see. Yep, that's the positive on that side. All right, let's see. Probably ain't got to have that anyway. Probably can get it right here. Bam. 1, 2, 3. Because that's all I got, 3 batteries. Probably just leave that one in there. Won't have to worry about struggling with it. Hey guys, JP's lawn and land clearing. Where you at up, JP? Up there in Daleville. Is that your telephone number on the back of your shirt? It is 334-360-5648. This is actually JP's truck. He does land clearing and all that. So if you're around Daleville, Dothan, give JP a holler. He watches the channel and got up with us. He knew a fella that knew us. You remember the Mox? Him and the Mox over there that does the spreading and the hauling. They're good friends. And JP said he had a truck over here about starting, and this was your uncle's granddaddy. That was it. This is his granddaddy's truck. So there's a little bit more history about the truck. So give JP a holler if y'all around the area. How far you go anywhere that's reasonable? Anywhere in the Wiregrass, he says. Give him a call if you need some lawn care or anything. But the truck's probably not for sale, so don't hit him up about the truck. Or the Ford's for sale, but if you got some lawn care needs, give him a call. Let's see about these batteries. All right, nice to have some good help, ain't it? The positive will go to the truck that way, yeah. All right. All right, we're gonna have this positive hooked here. We'll need a jumper to get to these down here. I'm gonna say the
Positive in the back.
yeah. That way we ain't gotta, yeah. And we'll get that other battery and bring those. I get what jumpers we got. I think we got a couple of long ones in there. And I wonder, is that a chunk that come out of the truck at one time when he was running? Possibility. All right, hopefully we can make it all work with what we have. We Got some jumpers to get us out to these batteries. All right, let me see if I can figure out how to do this. We're gonna go from here to here. Come on, man. And then we're gonna go from there to there with this. All right. Then we're gonna take this and come here. All right. Then we're gonna take that and go there and that to there. And that should make something happen. Now my wrench. I think this is it right here. All right, here we go. No, it's on better. I want to let it down. Well, this wasn't too bad. It didn't take long. I hope it's not locked up. If it is, it is. I understand it being locked up. It's been sitting so long, but maybe it's not. I don't think it'd be locked up. I just think the engine may be stuck, and it's about the only thing that could be. We'll use a crescent wrench for something. Oh, well, and it's probably a aluminum tab. Make the light too. Probably nothing. This probably is. What's that? Ooh, that one is a spark. All right, we get it. Okay, there's that. All right, JP, you got the key? Moment of truth. You want to do the honors?
No, you can't.
it's your granddad's. We'll see if we got any fire. Uh-oh. We got red light up here. That's always a good sign. Woo-wee. That clutch is tough. Let's see. Oh, that's... Let's see. Well, not getting anything there. I don't see. Look at that C-beam still on channel 19. Amazing, a Cobra. All right, well, this is gonna be a little fun trying to get to the starter and short it out. I got to make sure I'm out of gear, which I am. It's not gonna bump that way. See if I can get to the, let's see if I can get to the starter and do some jumping. It wouldn't be near as fun if you didn't have to do that. Now it would have been nice for the cab to come over. I think the starter's right there. That might not be that difficult. Let me get up there before we. I think the starter's going to be on this side. I think it's. Oh, howdy. All right, hang on just a minute. Let me get situated and I'll grab the camera and show them what we're dealing with. All right, boy, man. Okay. Probably can get to it better coming under the wheel. Front tire. But there's a starter right here. It's a shame that button didn't work, but you know, could I got some rats in it or anything could happen over the years. But let me see if I can. First thing I'm gonna do is, I was visiting my uncle yesterday and aunt, and he said, "Here, I see you all the time hunting something. Take these with you." I said, "All right, well, this is a good use for them here." There's old pig. Whoo, Lord have mercy. That thing's hot. Look at that thing smoking. It's hot because of all of it. That ain't good. Come on out there. Come on. Yeah. All that got, Lord have mercy, come out of there. It ain't though. One of them's just hot. We just got to figure out which one it is. That still aren't going to do it because they're going to be touching right there. I probably just make this worse, but I told her. There ain't no way that's not shortening out somewhere. I got it frazzled. I tell you how long it's been sitting. Shucks. All right. See if I can. It is just corroded in there. Never had this problem with a pigtail before. Never seen it if we did. That's for sure. We got to do something there. That don't need to be that way. Yes. I think we got it back far enough now. There it is. That right there was about as bad as boogers I ever seen. It was. Now let me get down here. See if I can come under that front wheel. Around that front wheel. Get to it a little better. All right. Well, what I'm gonna have is a flashlight, a light source. I can certainly get to it. I just can't see what to do when I get here. There we go. All right. There's the pot going there. Not sure where the, let me see the light. That's the ground. There's the hot going right there. All right. I can't see hardly anything. Just have to feel sometimes for it. I mean, it's just right here. One of the easier ones we deal with. And it's like this was the wire. Well, that's why. Oh, that's the, not the wire. This is a wire here, isn't it? That's probably switching the pump on. Borrow your phone one more time. gotta be right there. It's just gotta be right somewhere. Like almost. But that's going toward the ground. But it's in that wiring harness. I don't. What in the world is that? Somebody was playing with her. There's where your ball went. It's gonna be that one right there, I bet you. So let me hold your phone back. Let me see if I can get me a hot source. Well, I use my new tool and I'm gonna try to hook this to the positive on the battery and see if I can just touch something, that solenoid, and hit the right one. It's very hard to see from the position that I'm in. But right here, I meant to show you earlier, this is where you might not can do it because it's froze up, but you do your water right here in the radiator. And some of them actually had a lift up and you check your oil from the front. But that's where you check the radiator right here. And I guess these are up here to get on top and do your windshield. I don't know why they got these grab bars here, but they do. All right, try it one more time. Yeah. It'd been nice if that would have worked. Hey, Jacob, can you reach that key and let me hear if I can hear the pump switching on and off? Yeah. Yeah, pump switching on. So that's a good sign. Okay. What? That thing ought to be arcing there now. Could be some other problem. Of course, we're getting a little fire because the light's on. That's not gonna work. Not getting fire there. Nope, it's not. Yeah, something's not right. It's like it's not grounded. But I got the ground, hot. It's grounded. I guess my wires. No, my wire's good. My battery's good. That's sure pop there. It's like I'm not grounded. It's just don't seem to be. Let's try something. What was that? Something fall?
No, it's just the electrical stuff.
Yeah, see it.
I mean, I did that earlier when you hooked it up. Let me try it live.
No, I think key's only what it is, isn't it? What I'm gonna try to do is take that off and clean it up some. See, make sure I get a good ground. Little old tool's coming in handy. It's got a little old file on it. Hit that button right there and see if that made any difference. None. Not none.
I think it sounds like a horn.
It did. That's actually what I thought it was. But then it didn't make sense of that, what it was. Let me take the positive off. And clean it up. Make sure it's getting a good ground. We should be good on the negative. One thing about it, you just right here on top of this battery if it's a malfunction. All right. That seems tight. All right. Whew. All right. Let's see if I got any fire now. Cause I should have had fire touching this frame. Should have had fire. Can you explain that to me? Why that thing is not shooting fire and it's shorting it out? I don't understand that really. Cause it ain't hot. Is it switched on? Did you switch it back on?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay. Oh, we're getting something now.
Yeah, it's still switched on.
Okay. All right. We melting now. We welding. People, all I'm trying to do is just find that solenoid to kick it in. I can't see what I'm doing, and I'm just feeling through it, and I'm not doing a very good job. I know. But once you hit it, you'll know you hit it. It'll.
You have a screwdriver?
But I can't see on the screwdriver. That's why I'm trying to put the hot just on one of these little.
Well, I was just gonna scrape some of the
Stuff off.
stuff off.
Yeah. See, that's the ground, so I know it's not that one. So it's got to be that one. Just got to be that one. And I tried to get down to it, but I couldn't get to it. I'll try one more thing before I give up on it. Oh boy. I'm gonna skin that one wire that I think is it. See if I can touch it right to the hot. That's the one that I'm guessing is it. Honestly, you got so much stuff in the way here, you can't hardly get to it. You done nothing there. Thought it was, but I ain't.
Is this not the engine start button?
What was you hitting?
The engine start button.
Huh?
The engine start button.
Oh, it says it?
There's one up here that says it, yeah.
Well, heck, push it.
I did, but it wasn't doing.
Just keep clicking it. Because I hear it. Fast, just bam, bam, bam. I can hear it in the back. Where's the engine start button at?
Right here.
Dang. Ain't that nice? Edit that out. Come on with it. Hang on, I hear it clicking back here. Let me see. All right, hang on a minute. Let me get up here. Dang, don't never get old and fat. You can't help from getting old, just don't get fat when you get old. Yeah, I see the little old solenoid now. Right there's a little. There's, okay. I see the solenoid now. It's right there. All right, try that. It didn't do nothing? Huh?
Sir?
You just keep trying. I've got to it.
There's a cord that's going through where the shifter is.
Yeah.
That's sparking whenever I
hit it.
was moving it, wiggling it around. That might be the cord to the ignition. It's like frayed and stuff.
Yeah. This is just bump the starter one more time. I've got a hold of the solenoid here. It feels broke. That's probably the trouble there. Okay. All right, Jacob, hang on. That's part of the issue. That's part of the issue. Dadgummit. But I ain't gonna give up on getting it started from here. At least give it a little college try. There's got to be a way to get to it and make it work. That solenoid's broke over there. Is what the trouble is. It's just laying down, and it's probably not getting a good connection, or it would start from there. And I can't get to it to try to short the wires from there, because it's still hung up a little bit on the firewall. That is the issue, and that's going into the wiring harness. Yep. If I could just see, I could get something going on it for sure. I just cannot see. All right, I heard it clicking back here. Too bad you couldn't have got it going since you found the starter button. But there's a little solenoid that's kind of like broke. I guess the little bolts rusted into and got it separated, and it's just not getting a good connection to get the starter kicked in gear. But if I could ever just get a hot wire to the right node on the Bendix, it would do something. We'll try it one more time. Then we're going.
Is there no way for us to jack up the cab?
No, it's not. You would have to have.
Like the exact type?
Well, you would have to have something to pull it.
Well, that's what those handles in the front are for.
Well, I don't know. No, you wouldn't ever pull this one over. You would be much of a man if you grabbed those handles and pulled this sucker over, I can tell you that. For sure.
That might have been how they did it.
Yeah, back in the day.
Strapped up some stuff to those two things.
It might have been, that might be why it was there in case of emergency. You couldn't, your jack went out and you had to get it over, gave you something hooked to pull on. It could very well, I ain't.
They were just built different back then.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
You just got to keep on and on. I'm going to spin it over. How about that, fellers and ladies? Whew. Well, it's not locked up. All that wire around the wire sat there so long it's just deteriorated, and the solenoid on the thing where it kicks it in, so I just skint back a wire and we got that part done. That thing sounded like it wanted to bust off, didn't it? Let's see. Well, Jacob, you need to be here anyway. This is where we're going to need to be spraying in a little bit of starting fluid. But let's go ahead and find the easiest place to, like right here, probably be the easiest place to blow some in there, wouldn't you think? We might could take the filter out. I mean, I don't want to. Let's try to blow some here. We won't have to do that. Because I'm going to have to go under there and try to spin it. And, all right. You'll be the ether man and the cameraman on that side.
Where you gonna be at?
I'm gonna be on the under it in, shorten it out. You know, right here, spray it in. Right here is where the action's gonna be. If it fires up, it's gonna get nasty. Go ahead,
Right here?
yeah, spray it in there and let's see if we can get some. Oh yeah, right here, Jacob, right here. Come on. Well, get it right there. That should get in there.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know if it will or not. Just don't know. I don't want to run the batteries. I don't want to run these batteries down if it can't suck air beyond that point. So if he gets it going, he's gonna have to get this another boot because this boot is dry rotted. And we'll take some duct tape and tape it up. But that'll give us a place to put some ether. Maybe that's a good boot. I know you people might not like it, but if we get it started, he does anything, we'll get a boot. Okay. I promise we'll get a boot for it if this thing gets restored. Okay. Go ahead and spray some in there. Go ahead, a lot. It's gonna take a little bit.
How long?
Come on. Come on. Come on. All right, let's see if let's see what happens. All right. Here we go. Maybe. You believe that, JP? Can you believe that?
Why cut off? That why cut off?
It was just running off. It was running off that starting fluid, but anything come out of the exhaust.
Some rust.
Wow. Wow. Man, I love these old trucks. They're just tough. Let's see something here. But really and truly, I think that counts as a start. Because it will run. I guarantee you it'll run. I'm pretty sure this won't work, but I'm just going to try it and see. I don't have a good enough. I don't have a good enough connection. All right, Jacob, we're going to have to put just a little bit more ether in there. It's going to be difficult to what we can do is when I get it spinning we'll put whew. I got gasoline in it yesterday and ether today. It should be clean. Here you go. It ain't gonna matter now. Hole is a hole. Because all it's gonna do is run off this, Jacob. Because you know, when you hear it like ready to fire, just scoot something like that, just kind of not a lot of it at one time. You'll get the hang of it. If it locks up, it locks up. We'll start over again. But you're going It's going to have to keep running on ether till it picks up the fuel, which it probably won't. But if you can get it running long enough, I'll come help you. If you can't, that'd be all right too. All right, we done a little bit better than what I thought it was going to do. All right, here we go. Just keep spraying a little ether in the lawn. Yeah. JP, I believe she's gonna run. That is something else. Hey guys, thanks for watching. This has been a challenge. These Cummins are really resilient. They're tough, old engines. I believe if we would took the fuel filter off, filled it up with fuel, it would have run on its own. But anyway, we just seen if it was starting. Of course, it will start and it will run. I do believe it'll run off its own fuel, and I believe it'll drive out of here. But thank y'all for watching. If you haven't seen any of our other videos, how about just going to look? There's probably 12 or 14 of them. We've been doing it for, what, 90 days now, something like that. And we thank y'all for watching. And just because I don't get right back to you on the comments, I'm coming. I'm just getting used to how to do all this. So just stay with me and thank y'all. And remember, don't be wily.
Yeah, I get what y'all looking for. Trying to find the part.